What is up, guys? Nick here from Everything Tech, help you to master your technology, and welcome to this LG Stylo 3 camera review. So you can see here is the LG Stylo 3's camera. This is a 13 megapixel camera with an f2.2 autofocus lens, and it does have an LED flash here. Now this is a 1/4 inch sensor size or a 1/3 inch sensor size, and it does have geotagging, touch to focus, and phase detection. Well, not phase, face detection. This also can shoot video in at up to 1080p at 30 frames a second, and that's it. So it doesn't have 2K, it doesn't have 60 FPS, it's a standard 1080p 30 FPS video camera, which is acceptable seeing that this device is at under $200 here. And on the front of this device, you're going to see that we do have ourselves a 5 megapixel camera here, and this one is pretty decent nonetheless. So before we go any further into this LG Stylo 3 camera review, I do want to pop off the back and show you that there is micro SD card expansion here for the Stylo 3, or you could say the Stylus 3, of up to 256 gigabytes. So this allows for expandable memory, which makes your life much easier in terms of shooting pictures and going ahead and putting them on your computer, swapping files, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and put our fingerprint on there and open up the camera software. So you can see right there is the LG camera software, and you can see the camera does fire open very quickly here, and it does shoot pictures fairly quickly. It doesn't autofocus too fast here, but if I go in, you can see it does shoot fairly quickly. You can see right there, right there. And you do have burst mode right there, you can see on the left. So let's go back in there. And you can see the first impressions when I opened this camera up for the first time. I was like, this camera interface is it's not too pretty. It looks kind of old school with that big old circle icon, but it gets the job done. So over here on the left side, you're gonna find yourself the flash. Let's pull in something else to see the quality a little bit more there as well. Over here on the left, you're gonna see the flash, and that just toggles on and off like that, or auto. You do have the ability to flip it around to the front camera right there. Hello, how you doing? But also within this camera, you can just go like this to flip around to the front. So you can just simply flip like that, front and back, for the LG Stylo 3's camera. So down here is the film mode. So essentially these are just little filters. They give your pictures more of a filmoric look or more of a cinematic look to your pictures. So I don't really like those, but hey, they're there if you like them. Mode right here, you do have auto mode and panorama. If you go into settings here, here's where you're gonna get a little bit more creative control over your photos. So over here, you do have the ability to go 4x3 13 megapixel, 4.9 megapixel, as well as 9.7 megapixel. Now you do go down to 9.7 megapixel if you do wanna get the 16:9 aspect ratio. So that's kind of a bummer, but hey, it does work nonetheless. Now, if we go back into settings, you can see down here, you can shoot only up to full HD and HD. So this is a pretty simple camera. There's not too much complexity going on here. I don't think this camera was designed to be super over the top. It was just a basic camera put into a pretty basic phone with a stylus. So let's go down here, and you can see timer here. We can time up to 3 and 10 seconds. I wish they would have put 5, but hey, it's okay. You do have the ability, as you do with all LGs, to say cheese, kimchi, or LG. You do have steady recording option right here, so you can reduce motion while you're in video. And you do have the grid lines, so I do like the grid lines, and you do have simple view as well if you just want to snap pictures with ease, and you don't want to do all that, you know, auto mode, manual mode, stuff like that. But there is no manual mode here. But what that simple mode is essentially designed to do is to make this camera as simple as possible. I mean, it's pretty blatantly obvious that's what it's there for. So you can see right there, simple mode. If we go back, we come out of simple mode. So let's grab a couple of things here and let's see how the pictures turn out. So there is the Lumix. That's a Lumix camera cover right there. Let's focus in. Bang. Now I am under great lighting, so it is going to look a little bit better than what you might get, you know, in different circumstances. But you can see there is the Lumix right there. And let's go ahead and grab this charger that came with the device. This is the LG charger right here. Let's go ahead and line that up. Let's line that baby up right there. And you can see a little bit of focusing issues there. So we're going to back out a bit, see if we can get that into focus. And again, some focusing issues. And finally, we got it into focus there. So there is that picture right there. You can see solid detail, but I am seeing some noise on this camera. So it's not the best I've ever seen. There is a little bit of noise here. Now you do have the ability to shoot with the power button, not the power button, the button right here. So you could just go like that to shoot. So if I grab this battery again, let's go ahead and take a picture of this battery. Let's go ahead and get that in the focus. You can see it's not the best focusing camera, bang. And it does have an f2.2 aperture, so getting really close on the things is gonna be a struggle with the LG Stylo 3 camera. But overall, I found this camera for its price point to be actually quite enjoyable to use and pretty good quality. Now, this reminded me a lot of the Moto G4's camera, so if you ever use that phone, this camera is about on par with that camera. But that's pretty much it in terms of the software. Also, if you flip it around to the front camera, you can go ahead and wave your hand like this, go in front of the sensor like this. Not sure why it's not working here, but if you go like that, you can see it will show you a selfie picture. So you can see right there, it did the selfie picture. Now you do have the skin tone, so if you don't like the way you look, I don't know why you wouldn't, you can go ahead and beautify your face. Anyway, over here to the right, you can see Bluetooth, Gmail, you can do quick sharing right there from the side. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the software. I'm gonna wrap this video up by showing you all the samples I took with the LG Stylo 3 so you can get a more real world look at what kind of picture quality and video quality this thing is gonna produce. So that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, at the end of the video, do me a favor, click the like button for me, subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. Nick here, helping to master your technology. Enjoy. Alright guys, so here is a rear recording of the LG Stylo 3 automatic settings. I did not change any settings on the phone itself. Audio is firing directly from the device itself. And you can see it's pretty stable. Colors aren't too oversaturated, more natural looking than oversaturated, but this is kind of what you're going to expect from your LG Stylo 3. Alright guys, so this is a front-facing video test of the LG Stylo 3. Audio is firing directly from the camera itself. Not too much shake here. What do you guys think of it down below? This is automatic settings right out of the box. I did not change anything. Like I say, pretty natural colors, not too oversaturated as you can see right there. Front-facing camera, so it's nothing like a Samsung device. It's more LG. So here's a video test of a macro shot. You can see we're up close on the subjects. And it looks pretty solid nonetheless. I think it shoots pretty good video. There's my shoe. What do you guys think of the video up close on the LG Stylo 3? Comment that down below. You can see a little bit of blur action right there, but it does get into focus. And you have the ability to shoot while you are recording here on the LG Stylo 3.